$4.50. That's about how much you would be worth if you could reduce your body down to just the bare elements that you are made up of. All the water, all the chemicals, all the minerals, all the stuff that holds you together. If you could reduce it down to just its raw materials, we could recycle each other for about $4.50. That's what we would be worth. But the good news is that you are worth a whole lot more than that. In fact, you are worth, like everything else in the world, whatever somebody else is willing to pay for. Your car is not worth what you think it is. It's not worth what some appraising site on the internet says it's worth. It's worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Your house, same thing. It's not worth what an appraiser says. It's worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Now, if you think about how sometimes it's difficult to love yourself, and that's what we're talking about this week, that if we're going to defeat our giants, we have to learn to be comfortable in our own skin and not accept anybody else's agenda for our life, and just be comfortable being you. You just have to be you. You are uniquely made. You're created specifically and specially and respectfully and fearfully and wonderfully by God, and that gives you great value. And when you struggle to love yourself, you can't love the people around you. So we're learning what it looks like, how to be comfortable in our own skin, how to love ourselves. And I can always go back to this, that even when I don't feel very valuable, even when I don't feel like I add value to the world, my God saw so much value in me, and he sees so much value in you, that he was willing to pay for you. The price was the death of his son. Anybody who is willing to die for you thinks you're very, very valuable. Now think about the people you would die for. Your family, the people that you love. There are probably a list of people that if it came down to it, you would give your life for them. Why? Because you value them. And this is how God feels about you. He values you a whole lot more than what the world does. And he thinks you're worth a whole lot more than just the raw materials that your body is made up of. He thinks you are so incredible, so valuable, that he was willing to send his son to die for you. And even if you were the only one, he would still do it. So you don't need somebody else's approval today to have more value. And you don't need more likes on your social media today to have more value. And your grades don't have to be better for you to have more value. And you don't have to perform or act your way into looking like or pretending you have more value. There's nothing you could do today that would make God value you more than he currently does. You are valuable because he loves you, and you are valuable because he created you, and you are valuable because you are made in his image, and he proved it. He proved how valuable you were by sending his son to die for you. So if the creator of the universe sees that much value in you, you can learn to see that value too. And one of the great things is when you start to see and recognize and embrace your value that God gave you and that God sees in you, you will care less and less about the pretend sources of value on our earth that people strive for, that people substitute for the value that God gives us. So today, let us go out in confidence. Let us interact with each other. Let us serve. Let us work. Let us love with the confidence in knowing that God values us so much. He sees so much value in us that he died for us. And so does the person that'll be sitting next to you today. And so does the person that'll make you angry today. And so does the person that you've already given up on, but God hasn't. If there's value in you, there's value in others. And we must learn to see that value the way God does. Hope you can. Bye.